Good morning, boys and girls. So, our writing assignment for today is to bring all of our brainstorming slides that we are using for our writing process for our mystery stories into one place so that it's easy for you to refer back to them as needed. So, we are going to copy slides from previous assignments into this assignment, and this is how we are going to do it. So, what you're going to do once you get into this presentation, you're going to go back to your writing process assignment. If you hover over the tabs up here, it tells you exactly what is in that tab. So this is the actual slides, this is the assignment. So we're going to click on here just so that we can go back into the Google Apps. And from the Google Apps, you're going to choose your drive. When you get into your drive, you're going to come down to the folders and into the classroom. Single click or double click, sometimes it changes its mind. Then you're going to choose your classroom folder with your class's name on it. Once you're there, you're going to use the scroll bar to the right over here to scroll down through the assignments until you recognize your mystery slides. So in your mystery assignment for today, in the writing process slides, the third slide is your index. So slide 4 is going to come from 512, which is your big mystery brainstorming slides. And you're going to copy and paste slide 10. So we're going to go back to the folder. We're going to look for the 12th. My class starts with the date. Other classes have your class number behind the name of the slides. So if you hover over the different slides, it will tell you what that slide is. So this one is brainstorming the big mystery. That's the one I want. So I'm going to double click. And I'm pretty sure it's slide 10, but to be sure, I'm just going to go back to the slides, look at my index. Slide 4 is going to be slide 10 of brainstorming the big mystery. I'm going to go back up here, and again, if you hover over it, it tells you brainstorming the big, and since it's the only other one open, I know it's the big mystery. So I'm going to click on that, go down to slide 10 using the scroll bar on the left. Then there are two ways to copy. You can hover and right click, or what I like to do is left click first so that it highlights the slide. So you can see it's got pink around it now, or whatever color you're seeing. And then you right click while your mouse is hovering over it, choose copy, then go back to my mystery writing process slides, go down to the last slide in the presentation and click on that slide, left click, then you right click and paste the slide that you just copied. Something will come up asking you either to match the styles in this presentation, keep the original styles, or link and keep. Choose keep original styles. The other option that sometimes comes up is if we want to link it or not link it to the original presentation, and in that choice we will choose do not link. So we're going to keep the original style, or we're going to not link, depending on what the computer asks us. Okay, so now I am done with brainstorming the big mystery. I'm going to close that one down so I don't get confused. I'm going to go back to index, slide 3, find out the next slide I want to do. So I just did this one. Let me go back and look. I need my setting brainstorming slides, and I need slide 9, and the date is 5/14. So I'm going to go back to the class folder. I'm going to find 5/14 or brainstorming the setting. And here's 5/14. If I hover over it, it tells me brainstorming the setting. So I'm going to double click on that. And again, I think it's supposed to be slide 9, but let me go back and look. And it is slide 9. I'm going to go back to 5/14 presentation. I'm going to find slide 9 using my left scroll bar. By now you should recognize the brainstorming slides. And we are going to choose the one you brainstormed, not the one that the teacher brainstormed. So we are going to left click to highlight, right click to copy. Then I'm going to go back to the mystery writing process slides. I'm going to go down to the bottom since I'm on the index, click on the last slide, left click. When I say click, I usually mean left click. When we want you to right click, we say right click. So if I say click, it's a left click. If I say right click, it's always a right click. So now I'm going to right click and choose paste. And it's asking me, do I want to link or not? We are not linking. Do not link. So this way, if the other presentation disappears, you will still have your slide here. The other thing, when we went to paste, I'm not going to paste because I don't want a second slide. Pasting without formatting is not what we want. We want to paste as it is. So if you paste without formatting, you have no idea what your slide's going to look like. Okay, so now I'm going to look and see what I need next. I'm done with the brainstorming slides, so I'm going to come up here and close the brainstorming slides. The next presentation I need, the next assignment I need is from 519, the big idea and setting slides. And we're going to be looking at slide 6. So I'm going to go back to the class folder. I'm going to look for 519, which is hopefully in this folder. Here's 519. Hover over it, the big idea and setting. Again, yours may not look exactly the same for different classes, but you will see 302 or 301, and it should have the title, the big idea and setting. Double click. The first slide I needed was slide 6. So I'm going to go down to slide 6. And this is the one with the detective looking through the magnifying glass. So I'm going to click on that to select it. I'm going to right click, choose copy. I'm going to go back to my mystery planning, writing process slides. I'm going to click on the last slide in the presentation. I am going to right click and I'm going to paste. I am going to keep the original style. Then I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to look to see what other slides I need. So it's going to be 519 again. So I'm going to choose slide 9 in the presentation this time. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go down to slide 9, click, right click, copy, back to the writing process, back to the last slide, right click, and paste. Okay? I'm not going to link. So if you find out that your slide went to the wrong place, you can always shift them around. So if I grab the slide, I can move it. Usually can move one slide. There we go. So I can move it around. But we did this choosing what the mystery is about before the setting. So I'm going to put it back. So you put hover, hover, left click, and then use your finger to bring it up. So I'm going to move it back up to where it belongs. Okay, so when you're done, you are going to finish this. You still have another slide to copy. You still have to copy 10. You're going to close this when you're completely done. You can close all of these and go back to your assignment. Click on Turn It In and turn in again, and you are done. As always, you can go back and unsubmit if you have to, if you need to add another slide, like I didn't put slide 10 in here. So I was using a fictitious student that we have, our class 303 student, to show you how it will look like on your pages. Okay, so you are done for today. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys are coming up with. The stories are developing very nicely, and we look forward to the final published story.